What's up, guys? I know y'all happy to see us. I know there's a lot of stuff happening in free agency. That is Nick. This is me, Bow Tie Man, aka Hense. Hey, we have a lot lined up on the show today. The Bengals made some moves. Will they still be 9-8? The Chiefs brought back Juju. And hey, the golden jacket list is very hot. So with that said, watch the intro. We'll be back.
First round pick. Hey, throw that list away, all right?
Why are we around?
Yo, welcome to the show. It's a Chiefs Blitz night. Breaking down the plays, keeping everything tight. From my homes to the defense, we give you the scoop. Real talk, real stats, we the ultimate troop. This ain't no game, it's our passion on display.
The baby himself.
Chiefs Blitz podcast, real fans unite. Every touchdown scored, we ignite the night. From tailgate chatter to post-game debate, we love our Chiefs, yes, never too late.
I would even bring MVS back in the middle of the season.
Are you ready for the best Kansas City Chiefs insight? Welcome to the Four Guys in a Bar, sponsored by ChiefsBlitz.com, presented by UnderdogFantasy.com. Here's your Chiefs Blitz host, Nick Athan, with Lou Montagna, Andre Tillman, and Hense Todd.
Welcome back to the next edition of Four Guys in a Bar, presented by ChiefsBlitz.com, your number one source for Chiefs news. I'm your host, Nick Athan, along with Mr. Hense Todd, producer extraordinaire, partner in this incredible venture that we launched. And now in our third season of podcast, because we go by the official league year, so we are now in season 3 of the Four Guys in a Bar. And we have breaking news to start the show.
The golden list is going to be coming pretty soon, so you guys better be looking out for it. I know you guys are ready for it. I know, hey, what's up, cousin? What's up, Robert? How you guys doing? Hey, everybody that's joining in. Shout out to Ruben. Shout out to Ken Sinclair Watson. Shout out to you as well. I know KC Mango is in here somewhere in the back working. Shout out to Mango for doing everything on social media. And also, we're going to be missing Lou. He's handling some business as well. So you were looking to hear some stuff from Lou. Will be on here today. So I'm doing great. So how you doing today, Nick?
I'm doing fantastic, man. It's Monday, and March Madness is upon us. Woohoo! So filled out 2 brackets. That's all I'm doing this year. My KU goes all the way, and then my legitimate national championship got the team.
So with that said, let's get right into our sponsors. We can bring in, the most hated man in Chiefs country, in Chiefs Nation, Coach Drake. So with that said, let's get into our sponsors.
Play now in Missouri. If you're looking for a great fantasy game, we've teamed up with UnderdogFantasy.com. You can play $5 and get $50. You can use the special promo code Chiefs Blitz. The game is available in 33 states. Check out the availability map. You must be 18, 19, or 21 years older to play, but it's an outstanding game. The app is very simple. You can deposit and get up to $1,000 in bonus cash for new customers, and make sure you use the Chiefs Blitz code, and so you can register to start playing this amazing game. Play Pick'em on Underdog. You can, with all your favorite NBA players, James, Curry, Ball, anybody and everybody who's in the NBA, you can play higher or lower. It is an amazing product. It's very simple to use. If I can do it, anybody can. And just make sure when you log on to UnderdogFantasy.com, make sure you use the code Chiefs Blitz.
What's up, guys? There he is. They brought in the most hated man of the hour. And that's Coach Dre. I know you got to unmute yourself, Nick. So I know that's Coach Dre. He's in the building, Nick at the top. Hey, I know he's happy. He's happy that his Bengals have brought back 2 guys that ain't going to do nothing. But we will get more into that, later on into the show. So how you doing today, Coach Dre?
I'm feeling great. I don't need your introduction, sir. I feel great. My guys are back. My guys, the Bengals are back. The boys are back in town, man, right? I know it sounds corny, but still, my boys is back, and everybody was saying, no, Nick, you said it could have been done, Nick.
I'll eat my crow, man.
That's right. And they did it, bro.
I didn't bet on it, but I'll eat my crow.
Hey, man, I'm just saying, guys, my boys are back. Offense is legit. Now we got to work on that goddamn defense, and we'll be good. We'll be good. Just know they're back to strike fear in the kingdom again. All right. I'm excited about it, guys. I'm excited.
So
I know everybody in the comment section excited. I know y'all are.
It's Monday, man. We missing one of our brothers, one of the 4 guys in the bar. He's not on here today. He's handling some business. Hey, but we still, we got mock draft Monday. Yes, I know you. Oh, that's what you guys are in here for. You want to see the golden list. You want to see the golden list. You want to see who I have on the board that's going to be going to the Kansas City Chiefs. And that will be happening very soon. So, hey, it's a lot of news to get into today. Mango working in the background, to get some stuff done for me. But other than that, guys, hey, how y'all feeling? How was you guys' weekend so far?
It was great. My son had a birthday party to go to and hung out with the family. It's mother-in-law's birthday, just chilled. I caught up on a few shows. Tried not to think too much about anything, just trying to kind of decompress as we get into March Madness and the off season. We can kind of, I think free agency for the most part's over. We kind of focus on the draft and stuff like that. So I had a great weekend.
Oh, I had an awesome weekend. Of course, my Bengals made some moves, and my Cardinals made some moves too, man. We made some great moves as well. I'm excited, man. I'm excited for the AFC West. It's time to move the torch.
Yeah.
It's time to pass the torch to them Broncos, man. It's time to pass the torch to a real defense, sir. To a real defense in the West. That's all I'm saying. But other than that, I had a great weekend. Y'all know
what's happening here, sir. It seems like you trying to put on a different type of hat. You know what I mean? You trying to see if a type
he's hedging his bets.
Hey, man.
You try to put on a different hat to see
hey, call it what you want, man. I'm gonna call it what it will.
Call it what it is. It
is
what it is.
It is what it is.
So with that said, man, let's get into our some of our show topics I had locked up for us today. What should we expect from Mr. Juju Smith-Schuster this season?
Gosh.
Go ahead, Coach.
Man, again, we keep bring Juju, man. We expect what we expect from Juju Smith is the same shit every time we get him. A serviceable guy that can go out there and make plays when needed. He's a decent guy. He's not going to wow you. It's going to be the same Juju. Juju knows his offense very well. He knows the slow-paced Nagy offense. He knows how this offense runs. So it's going to be the same stuff. Same pace, same movement, same TikTok dances. The same guy. The same guy. So I expect for Juju to be Juju. Right? I expect for him to be Juju, man. Be complimentary.
Yeah. And that's his role. He's kind of works like a tight end on the field too. Yep. And some of his routes and his formations, he's terrific in blocking. And if you want to point to one guy who was instrumental in the success of Xavier Worthing, especially when it came to the yak yards, it was Juju Smith-Schuster, because they were on any big runs, any kind of screen passes to the outside. Juju was out there blocking, sacrificing his body. And then when they needed him to make plays in the offense, he only had a touchdown and maybe 300 yards. So it wasn't like, oh my God, this is a 1,000-yard guy. They don't need him to be that. They just need to be in the system to work, create space, be a decoy for the middle of the field for Kelsey and for Worthy. Because this offense, provided he's there at the start of the season, it's going to be Worthy and everything else. That's how Andy Reid's going to run this offense. I think what you saw in the Super Bowl in the second half with Mahomes and Worthy and Andy Reid, that's kind of what we're going to see, and everybody's going to play off that. And Juju as a blocker is big news.
Hey, whatever guys in the comment section calling me a damn jabroni, it doesn't even matter. I'm just saying he is serviceable. He's a serviceable guy.
I'll put it like this. I'm kind of feeling the same way, guys. Don't attack me. I'm just saying. I was like, no. I don't. It is what it is.
Oh, these young pups.
Juju is the type of guy that's going to come in and do his job. But again, a 1-year deal, like Dre said, a serviceable guy,
serviceable, man.
But again, I like it. It's a move that it showed that he should have signed that deal that he signed with the Patriots.
Yeah.
I know he
Well,
been
they
here.
cut him.
You know, I know. And this is his third year, correct? His third year with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yes, this will be his third season, correct?
Yeah, he should have. You know, so that that contract he signed with the Patriots should have been that contract he signed with the Chiefs. But the Chiefs are getting somebody that could be a veteran in the locker room. And I know Lou said they needed a veteran guy in the locker room. Well, here you go, Lou. This is for you. You get Joe, a veteran guy that's in the locker room, and that is Juju Smith-Schuster. Hey, a lot of people said, hey, he do more break dances than the guys outside the club. We don't know that, but
yeah, man. Yeah,
some people on the internet. But I'm just saying, like, if he can get those kneecaps together and be great,
that's all we saying, man.
It'd be great.
Slide some more.
He's going to be a perfect fit for Patrick Mahomes to have a safety valve. He knows the offense. He doesn't have to train him. He doesn't have to teach him. He basically will assume the Justin Watson role. Maybe not the down the field speed that he once had, obviously, but you know, we saw in specific games and in the postseason he made big plays, and that's what you want. So listen, they were going to sign a veteran at some point. I'm glad they just got somebody, and he's only 20. What? He's 28 years old. I think he's been in the league since he was 20?
2 years old.
This is his 8th year. Yeah. You know, he was a draft pick.
He's 28, Nick, and moving like that. Damn, he moved like a legit veteran, man. Again, we don't need smoking knees, man. Them knees is done, bro. Hey, man, listen. But Nick, to your credit, Nick, he is a veteran, Nick, and he does know the offense. Everybody in the comment section, I'm not hating on him. I'm just being real. Them knees is banged up. We them TikTok and wore them knees down. All I'm saying is this.
Last year. They survived all year last year.
Hell yeah, they survived last year, man. But
really just Worthy, Rice, Hollywood, and Juju.
Yeah, now you got a season. You got a season vet.
It's gonna be a
Sky draft pick.
He said it's gonna be a Sky Moore breakout year.
Man, whatever. I'm done. No, it's not. No, it's not, Ruben. No, the hell it ain't, man. I've been banging that dude's drum for the last 2 years, damn it, and they didn't give that man an opportunity. Nah, it ain't. Nah.
You fix the offensive line. There's no. It doesn't matter who's out there. Chiefs
That's true.
Be successful.
That's
it,
Nick.
That's
Nick,
the secret.
You
that's
just
the
said
secret
it.
sauce.
You just said it.
They do that. I mean, I remember games when Patrick Mahomes didn't have Kelsey or Hill or Noah Gray or had virtually nobody out there, and he still put up 30 points because the line held it together. Yep. You get Patrick Mahomes time and he feels comfortable, then I'm telling you right now, I don't care who the Chiefs throw out there. They're still going to – listen, Hense knows it, and Andre knows it, and I know they're going to draft a wide receiver, and it's going to be somebody young to hedge the bets.
Not no damn Williams.
So, and they'll get a good receiver who'll fit. They'll bring in some undrafted guys. Some guy out of nowhere is going to make the roster, and he's going to play really, really well.
Yeah.
So, listen, fix the offensive line. All the woes and all the stuff that the Bengals do or the Chargers, Raiders, or Broncos do, it's all irrelevant because Mr. 15, with his new look and attitude, his desire to come in
and swagger, look, Nick. Yeah, because I feel you, Nick. Again,
I'm embarrassed.
Man, listen. Every year, Nick, you just said it. Go ahead, Bo.
Also, in other news, defensive tackle Derek Nottie have signed with the New York Jets. So another piece that's going to be missing in that on that D line. You know what I mean? I can see that happen, but again, Chiefs will figure this out because they always do. They are the New England Patriots of the future. They will always figure things out.
Nottie left too, man. Damn.
They're not going to throw their money in just one egg basket and say, "Hey, we got T. Higgins. They have messed up kneecaps and backs and ankle problems."
Clutch. And that man T. Higgins is clutch. God dang it. He's clutch.
But this guy, Derek Nottie was a run stopper. That's what that's what he's here for. In
Ruben said he was overrated, man. Ruben said Nottie was over. Like he was over Nottie.
That was the last Veach draft pick from his first draft.
Yeah.
So,
I don't think nobody batting the eye. Nick, I don't think nobody batting the eye about Nottie for real. Nobody. Oh my God, he's like, Nottie gone.
No, I mean,
he's all right. And the right, Bo, is he a gold jacket guy, Bo? I don't know. Is he?
Not a golden jacket guy. It will be.
He's a glue guy. You got to have glue guys.
See, Nick, I like that. Another what, Nick? What's my word? Another serviceable guy.
I have glue guys, man. You can't say serviceable.
It was cool.
Glue guys.
It was cool.
So
you gotta have some glue guys to get the job done. You know what I mean? Also, looking at this the other part of the list of what you know what I mean, the remaining free agents that's not signed by the Kansas City Chiefs. Go ahead, go through the list. Nick, for me, go ahead.
All right. Well, we got Charles Omenihu, and I think the jury's out on that one. I'd love to see him come back. I think there's a good possibility that maybe they work something out. The fact that he hasn't been signed after a week's a good sign. TJ Humphries, if he wants to come back as a backup and make backup money, I don't see Hardman. I don't see Hendershot. Mike Pennell, yeah, I'd like to see it. Carson Wentz, no. Jody Fortson, another season in injury. Marlon Tuipulotu, I don't think that's going to happen. Jordy would be kind of like something happens in camp, bring him in. Maybe he can play a whole season. He's a fan favorite, but I think that the priorities would be Omenihu and then Humphries as a backup. Now, again, Mike Pennell, as a rotation guy, he had his best season in his career last year. So, I wouldn't be shocked if he came back on a 1-year deal. Again, another glue guy.
Wow, Mike Purnell, he's a free agent. I thought the Chiefs kept him.
No, 1-year deal for him. So he's had
bring
3
his ass
1-year
back.
deals.
Bring Purnell back.
Yeah.
Nah, hell no.
I think with
bring
Morton
his ass
leaving,
back,
I think you need to bring him back.
Yeah, bring his ass back, bro, because he's the enforcer down there. Bring his ass back, guys, for real.
They brought Kareem Hunt back, which was I thought Kareem was a surprise a little bit, but they brought him back, so they're kind of putting together virtually the same team. They made some nice additions in free agency, and it's all going to be about the draft, baby. Draft.
You know what, Nick? Real talk, guys. Honestly, that defense line needs some help now. Now you got to bring some guys back because that defense line needs some help. It needs a little bit of seasoning. That line needs some seasoning now. That line is too raw. It's too raw now, man. Hey, it needs some seasoning now. So, in this draft coming up, Gold Jacket, I hope you got some good defensive tackles on your list, sir.
You're 4 rounds deep at defensive tackle.
That's right, man.
They can certainly find 2 defensive linemen in the first.
We gonna find that rounds. Nick into the Gold Jacket. Into the
gold
list.
They said Ruben said any wide receivers in the draft that you guys like. It's plenty of guys that I have in the Golden Jacket list.
I have. Go ahead.
Coming up for you pretty soon, guys. So you
just for you, Ruben.
Just for you.
When it's all said and done, when you hear that draft bell noise, you will know that that list will be coming straight for you, and it's a bad one. It's a bad list that I think that is going to set.
Bad means good, guys. Bad means good, man.
I think the Chiefs is going to, this will probably happen. It's just my 2.0, but other than that. But again, back on the free agents that's remaining out there, I will bring back Charles Omenihu to see what he have, and another guy on this list. I will bring back DJ Humphries as well to see what he can do.
His knees healed up.
Yeah, the knees are healed up very well. Then yes, and everybody else. Then Nico Harmon. Yes, I know he's gonna be in the ring. He always breaded into the ring right about now. But other than that, Charles Omenihu will be on my top priority list to bring back for the Kansas City Chiefs. And he's, I know he had that injury in the playoffs with the Baltimore Ravens, but other than that, when he was coming back, he was doing great things. The defense is totally different with him out there. So that will be a guy that's on my radar that I would bring back as well. In other news, let's talk about Trent McDuffie. Stingley signed a big contract, with the Tennessee, not the Tennessee, but the
Texans, Tennessee Texans.
Contract extension with them. $89 million of his contract is fully guaranteed money.
Right.
3 years extension. Now, can the Chiefs afford an extension with Trent McDuffie after looking at this guy get his contract extension, Nick?
It's interesting because the contract signed with the Texans, it's an extension. So it's $90 million. So it's $30 million a year beginning in 2026. I'm assuming that the Texans picked up his contract option for 2025. So he's probably total, he's going to make 105, 108 million for the next 4 years. All of it's guaranteed, but $1 million. I mean, that's the new price tag. Is he better than McDuffie? I don't think so, but that's the price. And I don't want to be a downer here because I really like Trent McDuffie, but the Chiefs a year from now could be in the same situation they were with Tyreek Hill. Do we pay this guy? I don't see Brett Veach spending $30 million with all the money he's invested on that offensive line on a cornerback, as good as he is. I think we're going to know probably by April. If the Chiefs go defensive tackle, cornerback, defensive tackle, and cornerback, then you're going to know what the future holds for the secondary. If they take a cornerback in the first round, and they're going to be preparing like they did with Snead when they drafted McDuffie. We don't know how the Snead trade is going to work out yet. We don't know what player is going to be there at the top of the third round to sit here and say, okay, now will he take a hometown deal? It's possible. I don't know who his agent is. If somebody knows that, they can throw it in the messenger. But this would be outside the norm for Brett Veach, but he's a special player. And then does it come down to McDuffie or Karlaftis? Which can they sign both? Now they're going to have, just so everybody can keep score, after they redo Jones' contract. That just kills me, man.
Yeah, Lou,
that's Lou, Nick. That's Lou.
What you said, Lou. Lou said, I love what you said right now. It sounds magnificent. He said he loves it. He loves it. But other than that, go ahead, Nick.
Okay, his agent is Jimmy Sexton, and Jimmy Sexton has a really good relationship with the Chiefs, but he's also a pretty difficult negotiator. He likes to test the market. So at the end of the day, we take a team-friendly deal, maybe 4 years at $25 million with $65 million guaranteed. I think the Chiefs would love to have that, a contract in hand, but it's going to be tough.
What you had to say?
I think,
man, everybody, the way the market is going and the way how Veach run things, and Nick, what you said about them drafting the corner and kind of treating this situation like Snead. Is he worth the extension? Is he worth it? Honestly, I'm gonna be honest, guys. In the big games in the Super Bowl, I mean, he was getting beat for like ball was getting thrown to his side, and he was making. I mean, AJ Brown was doing work against him. I'm not saying that to say he doesn't deserve it, but at the same time, I mean,
did he not?
I would take him. I would take him if it comes to George Karlaftis or him. I would definitely go with Trent. Really?
Now, see what thing about the Chiefs, they're gonna keep their guys together. And now they're not gonna let they're gonna also build a defense. So I feel like other than I've seen Stingley's deal. I see the Chiefs paying McDuffie.
Well deserved. Stingley is well deserved.
Yeah, no, he deserves it.
Well deserved.
But I see the Chiefs standing him before the kickoff of training camp, before the draft, they probably get an extension done. But for not my mistake, he got 2 more years left on his contract.
He's got this year, and they'll pick up the option for the final year. So yeah.
So I would say he wants to see nothing this year. Maybe next year you probably see them start getting more, contracts talk. But it'd be smart of them to get a contract extension done right at this moment. Still have those 2.
Well, it would have been smart to do at the end of last season because before the market hit. But Jimmy Sexton wasn't going to allow it. He's too shrewd of an agent. Again, this is the same situation you look at, with Trey Smith. He wants to stay. The Chiefs want him. I think they're relatively close to the numbers that they want to get something done. They're just not going to execute it until they absolutely have to and need the space because they don't want to have too much extra space in case there's other guys out there they want to sign and say, oh, you can't say you're cash poor. You got $15-20 million under the cap. We want XXX. So, there is a process here in gamesmanship and the art of the deal. But, I don't feel as confident that they're going to spend the money at cornerback. Now, if wide receiver produces and it's relatively young talent, it's not cost them a lot of money. If in the secondary, the other guys aren't going to cost a lot of money, but they have so many potential free agents next year. 4 guys in the secondary who could be free agents. So you have to this is an area in which, you know, the Jaden Hickses of the world and some of these other, you know, Najee Johnson came back. He's got to step up if the Chiefs are going to feel comfortable. But I know I'm kind of babbling here, but I don't know where the money's going to come from. And a lot of it's going to depend on Patrick Mahomes' new contract, which now has to happen at the end of this season before next season. So that's going to alter their salary cap, because right now they've got about $60 million, but Patrick's cap hit is 70, and Chris Jones is about 45. So both those deals are going to have to be redone.
Go ahead and read Watson's comment, Nick.
If he takes 17 to 19 million, I'd do it. But if it's 20 to 25, I'd trade him away. No way you pay a slot corner that much money.
What's your thoughts on that, Nick?
I don't disagree with it at all. I mean, the Chiefs weren't willing to pay Snead slot money, and and they weren't willing to.
A slot money deal is not negotiable.
Yeah, if they're going to if they're going to separate the position, outside versus inside, there's definitely a difference, and those guys are getting about, what Weston says, probably 15 to 18 million.
Yeah.
If he wants to be a premier guy, I mean, he's got what, two interceptions.
Mm-hmm.
He is a shorter guy. Now, to his credit, he did get flagged for a penalty that wasn't a penalty that extended the drive on fourth down in the first drive of the Super Bowl that would have resulted in the Chiefs getting the ball at the 50-yard line and no 7 points for the Eagles. So that aside, since everybody throws the officiating thing at us, I will throw it right back. But if they can get him for $20 million, I'm all in.
You know what? That's a good one though. Like, slot corners don't get paid that much money because you're not primarily the number one guy. You're a slot guy. And let's call it what it was against big receivers. McDuffie gets beat against big receivers. That's what it is. That's why he's played the slot. So for him to get like $15, $19 million, that's fine with me. But like a big money for that's big money. That's you playing the number ones. Now you playing the outside. You the outside guy. So again, if you want more money than that, I disagree. Take what they give you. If they throw him a good offer, a sweet offer like $19 million, fine, take it. But if you want more than that, I definitely disagree with that, man.
I'll say, you know what? I'll say what he plays ball. He's one of the best corners. So you know what?
Wow. I don't want him to leave. Trust me.
You know what, Chiefs? It takes the money because it
paid the cost to be the boss.
It pays the cost to be the boss. If you want to have a boss defense out there, you want to have the major defense out there to be just on top. You got to have a corner, a shutdown corner, and that's what McDuffie did. You had one of the highest paid wide receiver crying on the sideline, and Jamar Chase. He had most of these wide receivers shut down, cuffed up, teacups, deserved his money, deserved the bag. If that case, I'm paying the man because it pays the cost to be the boss, just like James Brown says. It pays the cost. And he had been the boss in that secondary for the Kansas City Chiefs, and he shut down multiple legitimate wide receivers in the NFL. So, hey, you got to pay the man. Why not? Why not your own guy, right?
Yeah.
I
don't disagree with you. I don't disagree with you.
Man, I think he's better than Stingley. Stingley ain't that type.
Hell nah, you lost your damn mind. You lost your damn. Stop that. You lost your damn marbles. It's all right.
Way better.
You lost your marbles. Guys in the comment section, y'all know damn well he's not better than no Stingley. Like, let's stop that shit. Let's stop that.
Positions primarily.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, in my opinion. But in other news, why do the Chiefs fans want Willie Gay in a reunion right now? Every time you turn on Twitter, you see bring back Gay, bring back Willie Gay, free Willie. Every little comment you see, look, he's an all juice kid for me as well. But again, do you bring him back into the Chiefs uniform and put him with this linebacker core? You think he deserves to come back to the Chiefs?
Yeah, he do, because he a sideline to sideline guy. Some of the Chiefs really been missing, and he got energy and he got character. He just bring energy. He just bring the juice. He just bring the juice for the linebacking core. He plays sideline to sideline. Ain't that right, Lou?
Lou said yes. He said he believes.
Lou feels it. Lou feels it. He's like, oh.
That's the type of guy that I'm looking for.
Oh man, oh man,
You can bring him to me, and
he's a good character, and I like Gabe because he is quick. He's not scared to get dirty. So I'll definitely bring Gabe back. I'll definitely bring him back.
Yeah, they need that speed at linebacker position. Tranquil's not a speed guy. Bolton is not a speed guy. They need a guy who can also blitz. I think he was terrific, a couple years ago down the stretch, in particular in the postseason. And I think what's really important is, he wants to come back. It'll be a team-friendly deal. He only got $3 million from the Saints, and that's not a lot of money. He didn't play as much. He had some injuries. He was at all the postseason games in Kansas City, sitting in the stands. He couldn't sit on the field because technically he was a member of be on the field with the Chiefs because he's technically a member of the New Orleans Saints, and that's what gets NFL rules. But yeah, I definitely think he's a good fit. He's a great locker room guy. I think he still maintains a residency in Kansas City. If that's the case, then
bring him back.
Bring him back. I'd even commit 2 years to him.
Yep,
to be perfectly honest with you, I think he's another glue guy, and he only played about 25% of the snaps. But if you need to, have a good spy on a quarterback, or you need someone who's coming out of the flat who can catch up with speed, or a tight end or a wide receiver doing the slot thing, he's your guy. He's not a superstar. He's just a good fit for Spags on defense.
Mm-hmm.
I agree 100%. And bring back Willie Gay. You team him up back with Leo Chanel, Nick Bolton, Drew Tranquil, and those guys, and there you go. You got the best linebacker core in the NFL. You know what I mean? Because in my eyes, Nick Bolton's one of he's a top top 5, maybe top 3 linebacker, middle linebacker in the NFL league for me. And also, if you feeling froggy, don't forget to join up with our major sponsor here of this show, and that is Underdog. Let's hear from them one more time.
Play now in Missouri. If you're looking for a great fantasy game, we've teamed up with UnderdogFantasy.com. You can play $5 and get $50. You can use the special promo code Chiefs Blitz. The game is available in 33 states. Check out the availability map. You must be 18, 19, or 21 years older to play, but it's an outstanding game. The app is very simple. You can deposit and get up to $1,000 in bonus cash for new customers, and make sure you use the Chiefs Blitz code, and so you can register to start playing this amazing game. Play Pick'em on Underdog. You can, with all your favorite NBA players, James, Curry, Ball, anybody and everybody who's in the NBA, you can play higher or lower. It is an amazing product. It's very simple to use. If I can do it, anybody can. And just make sure when you log on to UnderdogFantasy.com, make sure you use the code Chiefs Blitz.
Yeah, so there's Chiefs Blitz. There's Underdog. Woo, woo, woo.
Right. Hey, I want to answer before we get started. I want to answer a question from Weston. What happens to the Mekhi Becton deal? The Chiefs offered him a 1-year deal. Chargers came in over the top with a 2-year deal. Money was relatively the same, but he wanted the extra year, and that way the Chargers could pay him a little bit more. But yeah, he was definitely on the Chiefs' radar. I thought it was between the Eagles and the Chiefs. When the Eagles came out, then suddenly the Chargers showed some interest, and that was the only downer of the weekend for me when Mango sent me that tweet like at midnight. And yeah, I was not happy.
You know what though? We were talking about that earlier. I said if the Chiefs get him, okay, now y'all can breathe. He's legit. No, he's a big large guy. No homo.
Right.
And I said, he's good, but now he went to the rivals, another stout giant over there. So again,
that offensive line in San Diego is pretty massive.
Yeah, that sucked, man. What you gotta say about that, Bo? What you gotta say about that, man?
Yeah, Ruben, he's 30.
This guy's coming out in the draft. We don't need him. There's more guys that's coming back and coming out to this draft that stands the same size. You see on the Golden Jacket list that's coming up pretty soon. So let's get right into another question I have for you guys. Will the Chiefs make a major move before the NFL draft? Can they trade? Go trade for a player, or can they, before the draft start, they won't be sitting at 31? Can they move up in the top 20s, top 15? What do you think will happen before the draft?
If I'm a betting man, and clearly since I play Underdog quite a bit and maintain a very positive balance, I would say that the Chiefs are going to probably move up in the first round, and they will sacrifice 2026 picks to get it done. I think that they don't really have enough. They've got enough if they want to give up one of their threes, but I wouldn't give up either three right now because I think it's just the beginning of the third round, the end of the third round. Those are valuable spots, even to do more trades. But I wouldn't be shocked if they made a similar move like they did with McDuffie a few years ago. So we'll see what happens. But I don't think there's going to be I don't think it's going to be a major trade unless it is the aforementioned McDuffie, which I can't see happening. There's really no one on the roster that they can really trade that's going to warrant anything spectacular. There's rumors that Pacheco could be dealt. Now they brought Kareem Hunt back, and they're clearly going to draft at least one or two running backs, plus the kid they picked up from San Francisco, Elijah. So I would be shocked if it's anything other than moving up, 5 or 10 spots in the first round.
Oh shoot! Honestly, I think the Chiefs gonna. I think the Chiefs gonna wait until the draft. I don't think they're gonna make any more moves in free agency. They're gonna wait. And we're gonna see what the draft brings. So I'm not really too much worried about. And they shouldn't make no moves no more. They fine. Just waiting to get these young guys. Wait for the young men to come, man. So they good. They good. I don't see it.
What do you think?
I think they probably do something like trade for a player or something like that. If a surprise guy that nobody's talking about right before the draft, somebody that's on offense or something like that nobody's talking about right now, and nobody's mentioned on ESPN, NFL Network, and none of those channels or radio stations. It's just gonna be a surprise out of nowhere. So like I told you guys a couple shows ago, I feel like Brett Veach is gonna be very aggressive this year in the draft, and also trying to fix this team around, turn around from that loss with the Eagles. So I can see them making some big moves. Speaking of some big moves, it was some moves made by a cornflake team. With Tony the Tiger, you great. They try to be great. They made two moves.
Did you say try to be great?
They try to be great, but they did the Bengals moves, bridged the gap with the Chiefs. Nick,
I think to some degree it does, because that offense should be really good. Now I think they still have some issues on the offensive line they have to deal with, but I think now that you've got those two guys back, they've got their tight end back. Burrow is happy. He played chess with ownership and basically kind of hinted at, if you are willing to put money into the team, then why am I here kind of thing.
That's
he
right.
started giving them those vibes. So he played his poker hand and he won. Listen, those are two of the best receivers in the NFL when healthy. When they're on the field at the same time, their record is like a 700 to 750 winning percentage. Those are legitimate concerns if you're Chiefs. Now, on the flip side, if you've got corners that can take those two guys away, and with a defense that might be worse than it was a year ago, it's a matter of kind of looking at the principle and saying, okay, if we have an offense that can score a lot of points, all we have to do is make a few stops here and there and get the ball back to our guy. And I think that's what the philosophy is going to be. You're going to see these guys double teamed. You're going to see being physical at the line of scrimmage. And there's going to be a lot of teams I think are going to want to prove that this was a stupid decision to put all that money in those three guys. What do they got? What 160, 120, and then Burrow's contract is what, 280? I mean, that's a lot of money for three guys. And we'll see. But hey, listen, props to the Brown family for willing to spend the money, to put it in escrow, adhering to the needs of your quarterback, and also understanding the key point. If you're a Bengals fan, they want a new stadium or a refurbished stadium, and the only way you're going to get that is if you show you're not cheap, because you're going to ask the taxpayers to put up all this money, and then you're going to do PSLs, and that's how they're paying for all this, in my opinion.
Hey man, well listen, but it's all good. My guys got the job done. They got their nucleus, their offensive nucleus together, man. So I'm very excited for that situation. But on the other side, I know that everybody talking about the defense. Like I told Bo before the show, I was like, man, I believe in what they got over there, man. You gotta step it up.
Yeah, that's why
step it up, man.
That's why you become 9-8 and don't make the playoffs.
Nigga 9-8, man. Hey, you gotta step it up.
No, and Lou headstrong, and he kind of agreed with it too. You don't make the playoffs when you got this type of
scaring the kid. You're scaring the kid. Oh my god.
Hey! All that being said, you should put the Chiefs on there too, because y'all didn't win a Super Bowl this year.
You did not make the playoffs, making these type of moves, playing a T. Higgins that
y'all didn't beat the Eagles.
I don't know if T. Higgins made like 1,000 some yards. Did T. Higgins have 1,000 some yards?
Let me ask you this: Can McDuffie lock down T. Higgins?
Oh, he did lock down both of them.
Can McDuffie lock down T. Higgins? That'll be no. That would be no.
Bengals making these moves doesn't make sense. It's no sense at all.
Chiefs can't stop.
It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be in there. You know, these guys. You know, hey, I understand Chase. I understand Chase deserved this money, right? I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
I really do, right? I understand that. But at the end of the day, there's one guy that still deserved the money, that should have got the money, and he led the team and he led the NFL in sacks, and they just sat there and paid the man. They didn't give him no money at all.
They're still working on it, by the way, sir.
They still didn't get no money.
They get that done. That helps for sure.
You know, he's sitting on the sideline waiting to get things done. But other than that, man, I look at this move and I say, okay, Chase. Yeah, I understand Chase. I really do. Chase deserved the money. But T. Higgins, you giving him that money for what? What did he do?
What you mean? What did he do?
He don't deserve to be.
He's a game changer. He's a game changer.
Because it's one guy that deserves it, as he sits there and wonder why he haven't got the bag as well. He sit there and wondering, like, when do I get paid when I made what led the NFL in sacks?
So here's the question: Is you think T. Higgins overrated?
I think the kid is way overrated. He's never.
Oh, you tripping, man? Get off, man! Nah, you tripping.
He didn't have
talking out your backside.
He didn't have a full healthy season. He didn't have
that dude is legit.
He didn't have a full healthy season at all. What did he deserve to get the money?
And then McDuffie got beat by a no-namer. He got beat by Hollis for a TD.
What did he deserve to win the money, man?
Didn't Sutton beat McDuffie? Didn't Sutton beat McDuffie for Denver? Didn't Hollins beat him? Didn't Hollins beat him? I'm just saying.
All right. Look, all corners get beat, dude.
Not by a bunch of nobodies though.
But again, and again, you know, we spend all this money on offense, and this is what the Bengals fans is going to be doing, right? They're gonna be sitting there. Hey, welcome in, Chad. How do you feel, man? How you feel, man? How you feel about the Bengals?
Ocho's passionate, man.
How do you feel? I know it's hard to talk about. I know it is. You know what I mean? They didn't get the the defense fixed. I understand. It's hard to cry as a man, but again, you gotta let it out. You know, you got to let it out.
That's the passion of a Bengals fan. That's the passion of a Bengals fan. We made it. We got our nucleus together. That's what you're crying about. We got our nucleus together.
Look at that.
But again, I feel like you know, when it's all said and done, I feel like I can see Chase, right? I can see them playing Chase, but T. Higgins, come on, man! Like,
who's covering T. Higgins, man? Who locked up T. Higgins?
He always hurt.
But I get that part. But when he's on the field, who's locking up T. Higgins?
Everybody, his knees.
No, I know everybody. No, everybody.
His knees lock him up.
No. Don't disrespect the guy that much. He's a really good player.
Hey,
stays healthy.
He's the real deal. He's the real deal, Nick. I feel you, but my thing is with McDuffie. That's why he's a slot guy, because he can't cover tall receivers. T. Higgins like 6'4". You know he's going to tower.
You know what? Chiefs don't play the Bengals in the regular season this year. So if they're going to make a statement, if they're going to make a statement, it's going to be after the playoffs. And I think the division is tough enough for them. So I wouldn't be I wouldn't be surprised.
I won't be surprised. Just like that, when it stuck him in the butt with butt.
That's crazy. Hold on. So the Bengals ain't playing the Chiefs this year.
No, sir. Where you been? A heck too tight, sir.
Dang. Hey, Bo, you should be happy, Bo. Hey, Bo, you should be happy now. Y'all can relax because y'all got to deal with Joe Shiesty no more. You
Joe Shiesty ain't making the playoffs, sir.
And y'all defensive line is going to be trash booty crust.
We'll see.
Y'all defensive line is booty crust, man.
With that said, man, let's get right into let's get right into our the golden jacket list. As you know, it was two guys that didn't sit in they picks.
I submitted my picks.
They didn't submit them at all.
I submitted my picks, Mango. I sent it right to you in the chat.
No, so I guess you got to put Mango in there. Mango.
No, Harry. I'm gonna get my picks out right now.
He said didn't follow mock draft correctly. He said Nick said it said no trades, and Nick said, I'm gonna put in trades because that's what I'm gonna do, and that's what he did. So with that said,
I got through the program.
So with that said, both of you guys for not following the rules.
Hey, real quick.
I think that's a bunch of crock.
Hey, real quick, King Mo got a question for me. He said, serious question though. Does this affect the growth of Jermaine Burton and Andre? I said, you know what? I think it give him wisdom. I think it give them some veteran leadership out there to watch T. Higgins get busy.
To watch them get paid.
I don't think it affects them for real. Like to sit there and watch them get busy. I think it's gonna add more depth for them. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see it really affecting them in whatsoever. Like I said, Jermaine Burton is good, but you learn behind T. Higgins and Chase. Why not? Hey, they can go 4 spread. So you know.
What are you saying? If you didn't send in your list,
I ain't worried about list. I told you today, Mango. I said this is gold jacket day. I said I ain't worried about that. Hey Nick, I wouldn't even make a comment, Nick. Hey Nick, I wouldn't even make a comment, Nick. You know why? Because this is gold jacket day. I said this is gold jacket day. This is his time. It ain't our time, Nick. This is his time. Go ahead, gold jacket. This is your time.
Didn't I start this show? Man, I'm getting dissed in my own show.
You good? hey, you good, Nick?
Hey,
this is Bo's time.
Hey, okay, let's go ahead. I'm gonna bring it in for Nick. Nick did put his list in, but
I did not pay attention, Mango. That is to my bad.
So let's go ahead and put in your picks right here. What you got for us, Nick?
I don't know. You got to put them up. I can't remember.
Yeah, you got to put them up, sir.
I got to read them.
Okay, go ahead.
Read them. All right, I'll do this fast. First round, Tyleek Williams, defensive tackle from Ohio State. Braden Swinson, the edge from LSU in the second round. I missed it. I made my trade. I traded out. And also Elijah Arroyo, the tight end and from Miami. Cameron Scadaboo with pick 98. Logan Brown be the future right tackle of the Chiefs. Savion Jones, another edge. Shiloh Sanders, the safety from Colorado. Ingram Dawkins, a defensive tackle from Georgia. And a guy that I really, really like, who I think has a chance to be an unrestricted free agent. Nick Barton, a linebacker from Oklahoma State. He's a Willie Roaf kind of guy, but he can go after the quarterback. Look for Nick Martin. He's going to be a stable in all my late picks going forward. So there you go. I will follow the rules going forward. My sincere apologies, Mango. Please forgive me.
Listen, I ain't worried about none of that because this is gold jacket day. I ain't put no picks in.
But before we get to my list, let's go ahead and read. I think it's mine's. No, is it mine's? Is it Lou or Mac? Let's read Mr. Lou's. Let's see what Lou had to put on the board for the Kansas City Chiefs. And what do you guys think about it? He have the Chiefs. If y'all can see that, can you see that? Look, Nick.
Nah.
Roger Nolan going for the defensive tackle. Lou has Marquise One, I can't hardly see that from right here. But again, this is Lou's mock draft. He's not here to represent himself, so I'll give it a B minus.
I don't give a B minus. We don't know the names of the damn people. A B minus. What kind of teacher? What kind of teacher is this? I can't see the words. I'm gonna give it a B minus.
I think defensive tackle, offensive tackle is a good start. He's got 2 running backs. I mean, obviously, if Travion Henderson is still there in the 3rd round, that's something the Chiefs have to do. I love Taj Felton as a wide receiver. I don't know much else about the rest of the guys, but again, these are all positions of need for the Chiefs, and they address all the things they didn't address in free agency. So the double running backs, that's interesting. So I don't know enough about Donovan Edwards, but I'm sure Lou will tell us more on him later in the week. All right, Hense. Let's have the magical one. Let's go. Everybody's waiting for.
The magical list is there. These are the golden jacket kids that I feel like will be coming through the Kansas City Chiefs. But if you look at my list, I got Ursary, from Minnesota, going 1st round to the Kansas City Chiefs, standing at 6'6", 331 pounds. If you're not watching anything that's on the Chiefs Blitz, I've been mocking this kid to the Kansas City Chiefs since day one. And in the 2nd round, I got Deion Walker, somebody that can step in right next to Chris Jones, learn from Chris Jones to be right there, standing at 6'7". I think he's 331 pounds as well. He's from out of Kentucky. This kid plays. He's a mauler. Next to Chris Jones will be a major need that the Chiefs can get. But again, also I have let me see. I have at the Iowa State running back. I've been looking at the running backs from it was between him, the guy from K-State. I'm kind of liking as well. But Jenkins, I think it is his name. Jenkins for Iowa State. He's a pretty good running back. I got the Chiefs taking him in the 3rd round. And Savion Williams, I feel like will be a great fit when the Kansas City Chiefs stand about 6'5", and 225. Be a great fit for the Kansas City Chiefs, giving him a big body outside, and then also this kid can do a lot in the backfield as well. Also, hey, if you never watched Ferguson from Oregon State, standing about 6'5", 243 pounds. This kid is amazing. He looks like Travis Kelce to me as I watch his tape and look at him play. The kid from Oregon is a beast to me. I feel like have you seen this tape yet, Coach Drake?
Who was that guy?
For Oregon, a tight end for Oregon. If you guys,
he's not bad. Like he's not a bad tight end. He's very complimentary. He's a decent tight end, though.
Also, I had the Chiefs drafted Jimmy Horn in the 7th round from Colorado. The kid plays just like Marquise Brown. They got the Chiefs.
He's a good player.
The Chiefs, Marquise Brown on 1-year deal. I feel like this will be a great slide-in piece if they don't just go forward. Marquise Brown again next year. You already have a Jimmy Horn that's already filled the role and played just like that. And also, I could believe that Jadon Blue was sitting there in the 7th round from Texas. I was like, heck, those 2 guys at the running back position, and hey, you have the ground and pound guy, and you have your thunder and lightning. That's why I go with Blue from Texas, and the kid from Iowa will be a great fit for the Kansas City offensive backfield. Also, if you ain't watched Deion Thornton, from Tennessee, this kid 6'5", 215, solid, runs a 4.3. Hey, be a great fit for the Kansas City Chiefs. Them on my golden jacket list, guys. And wait,
come on, talking about. I'm looking at your list, right? You got running back, receiver. You got a lot of offense. Where the defense at, sir?
Yeah, where's your defense at?
Where the defense at? You didn't address no defense.
First of all, let me explain that, sir.
Okay, go
ahead. How I look at things, the Chiefs just signed the cornerback, right? They signed the cornerback. He's there. Then they got McDuffie up on a contract, right? Then they got Watson. I looked at okay, they got Watson, Williams. They got those 2 guys that's going to be free agent next year. So I can see them bring about 1. And so I was like, well, they don't actually need to fill the cornerback room, really, because they already got guys that's going to be already there. There's already no spag system that could be already there as well. And also in the D tackle room, I said they need help on the D line. So that's why I got Walker. I said Walker will be that guy. So I looked at this draft totally different than everybody else did. Everybody else was like, okay, D line, fill with D players. But the Chiefs take this draft and they rebuild the offense just like they rebuild the defense prior years before. So that's why I was going into this like this. Yes.
So you don't try to fast talk us about your line. You went all offense, sir. Whatever.
Yeah,
you went all offense.
You need a corner and you need at least
you gotta get some defensive tackles, sir. The end. So guys, that's y'all golden list. So now give me y'all the golden list.
What's Mango's list?
Come on,
Mango. Before I get the Mango list, reason I took a lot of wide receivers, guys, because you have Hollywood Brown on a 1-year deal. You had Juju Smith on a 1-year deal, right? You don't know what you're going to get suspension for Rice, right? Then you got Xavier Worthy. He's still a rookie, but Sky Moore, is he going to be here? You know, we don't know for sure. You know, if Sky Moore is what he's going to do next year. But looking at this wide receiver room, man, Xavier Williams, you know, Jimmy Horn, and Thornton would be some good replacements there. You know what I mean? Some guys that you can bring in and can grow young with Patrick Mahomes as they get, because Rashee Rice, if he come out and play good this year, he'll have a good contract extension to come in as well. So go ahead and look at Mango's list, Drake.
Okay, we got there. Okay. Let me break this down real quick. We got offensive tackle. You got DN, running back, offensive tackle, wide receiver, cornerback, linebacker, safety. So Mango adjusted the offensive line. We got Derek Marlin. Is that his name? Derek Marlin. Marlin. He got I almost forget this man's name.
It's Derek Harmon. You're gonna read these?
Yeah, go ahead, Nick.
All right, so they've got defensive end Princely, Uman and Milan. They've got another Henderson running back 3. Anthony Belton's a really good offensive tackle. Kyle Williams, wide receiver. And here we start addressing the secondary. Elijah Huzzy, a cornerback in the 7th round. Shamir James, linebacker, and another corner or safety, Dante Trader Jr. In the 7th round. Again, these are all good picks. I love Belton. I like the top 4 picks. I don't know enough about Kyle Williams.
Kyle Williams is nice. He's very shifty, very shifty guy. Shifty guy.
So I would take that. You did a good job. You got offense, you got defense, you address team needs, but defensive tackle, defensive end.
People saying in the chat that we need more corners. How you got Trent McDuffie. They just signed the kid from the Chargers. Also, you got Williams. You got Watson. Who
is Williams? Who is Joshua Williams?
Joshua Williams. You got Joshua Williams.
Yeah, but they're all free agents, dude. There's no way they're going to sign all of them.
Yeah,
they're gonna at least bring back one. At least bring back one.
Who's your number more DB?
Whoa! If the cornerback market continues to go through the roof for guys that aren't in the elite status who are really, really very good,
it's just my mock draft 3.0, guys. This just
no. We're not going. No, Nick. We're not going back. We're not going to do it. We're going to dive into the golden list.
It's the golden list.
Yeah, he went all offense, gentlemen.
Right,
everybody in the comment section, he went all offense. His golden list is offense, guys. He said to hell with the defense. He said to hell with the defense. All about the offense.
Like this, right? Like I told you, they need help on the D line. I feel like Walker would be key piece there next to Chris Jones. They already got Charles. I'm looking at them bringing back Charles Omenihu. For that would be be another key piece they don't need. And also they got flex. And they got George Kalafis on a line as well. So you put Walker there next to Chris Jones. You build that offense. You build that deep line, and also the cornerback room is already. I know everybody said okay. Besides Max and Porter, who's there? Who's there? That's going to be a good corner besides Max and Porter from Iowa State on my list, and those guys was gone. So I said maybe the K-State kid, Kobe Bryant, But he's a little thin on the thin side, so I don't know. Will he be a good fit?
Yeah, don't. This guy's got the chop.
Also, I looked at the other kid from KU. Was it Melo, wherever his name is?
Melo Dotson. They're like they were the starting corners for Kansas last year. Both are going to play in the show next year. Both of them are going to be drafted.
Both of them.
If the Chiefs got both these guys, I would be jumping, man.
I know.
They studs. They're legit studs, man.
They're legit studs.
We're my KU pride here.
But again, who's going to stop this offense? And when you got these two running backs coming out the backfield. You got Rice.
Yeah, but you got a crowd of
he addressed nothing but offense.
Everything you need.
They're get rid of Kareem Hunt. They're going to get rid of
Kareem Hunt.
They don't have enough room.
I say Kareem Hunt is not going to make the team. I go on a limb and say that's not going to happen. When these guys come out and the Chiefs draft one of these guys, I see somebody getting cut, and it's probably be Kareem Hunt is going to be cut right now. So they just
didn't address no tackles. We didn't address no defensive tackles. So your list, I give your list a solid C.
All right, Manga makes a good point. Dave Merritt is a magical man in the defensive back room, so he did a lot to do.
Yeah.
He got Watson to play at a really high level very early. So, but yeah, we'll see. Hey, it's only mock draft 3, and it's only March 17th, so we still have 6 weeks.
Golden jacket, all offense. Man, I can't believe this guy.
Hey, but again, go look at Dante from Tennessee, man, and tell me you don't want him in a Chiefs uniform.
All right, I didn't say I would.
Go look at Xavier Williams and tell me you don't want him in the Chiefs uniform. Go look at Jimmy.
I'll be honest. I don't. You
don't want him in a Chiefs uniform.
I don't. They're not going to take an offensive tackle in the first round. There's no way.
Ooh.
They do good. You don't know what you got from the from Moore. Yes, he worried to go Willie Wolf's number, but
I don't see it.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I'll take defense. I take defense first, man. I'll take defense first.
If I'm the Kansas City Chiefs, I'm taking offensive tackle because you don't know what you're gonna get in Kingsley, right? You don't know what the left side of that offensive line is two questionable guys that you don't really know what you're gonna get. You really don't know. So, like I said, it's a guy that was born in Kansas City, played high school ball here in Kansas City.
Another FAU.
And he's a guy that's only been born here to protect one king. And there's Patrick Mahomes, there's Ursery from Minnesota, standing at 6'6", 331 pounds. That kid in a Chiefs uniform will be Willie Wolf all over again, guys. I'm trying to tell you.
I'm gonna answer Mango question. I said Cal Williams, Mango. I like Cal Williams, man.
I like Cal Williams, Williams.
I like Cal Williams.
When it's all said and done, looking at Mango's list, I see Cal Williams going in. Somebody gonna fall in love with him in the second round.
Yeah,
his stock gonna rise after his pro day.
Yeah.
And what he did in the combine, I can see him going in the second and the third round. But again,
back to your golden list, man. Back to your offensive golden list.
Everybody didn't send in their list. It is the
I told you it was about you, man. Your whole list is offense. Shout out to those Bengals. You pay the Bengals all that money for offense. And look at his golden list. It's all offense, not a defense position addressed it.
First of all, the Chiefs have Chris Jones, right? The key guy, right? They got George Kalaf. Then they got Nick Bosa on the field. Then they got Trent McDuffie on the other side, right? And
Chris
then they
Jones and George. And who else they got on the other side, sir?
Then they just signed the kid from the Chargers to a 2-year deal. So I feel like
who is he? And who is he?
He's gonna beat out Watson for the second cornerback position. But other than that, I feel like the Chiefs, still.
No, he's gonna start opposite Watson.
Yeah, or unless they draft somebody, or unless they trade for somebody.
They ain't draft on your golden list. They all offense. They gonna take the hell of the defense.
Like I said, man, hey, we need more. We need some
tackle edge bodies at the running back room.
That is the amazing list. Don't go crazy. Put it on the internet. It's gonna go fire. The best list that you've seen so far out there on the internet.
My man said, "To hell with defense, guys." He said, "Fuck, hell with that, man." but I do love the tackle from Minnesota. He is solid, man. He is a solid tackle.
I'm just saying, man.
Damn, man. You said the hell with your fruits and vegetables, man. He said I want all the sweets.
Hey, you ain't got them. If you look at it, like I said, man, it's just the golden list, man. It's just the golden kid list.
I don't know. I'm telling you, Logan Brown man. In the 4th round is your guy.
Hey, Winston said they're going defense first pick, 1,000%.
Nick had all KU guys. We don't need.
I picked one.
He said Logan Brown, the running back for KU.
I didn't even pick him in this mock.
But other than that, man, I feel like we're gonna do a whole mock draft show. I'm gonna try to put it together with me, Mango, or somebody. One of these guys jump on when we'll just go down the whole list. We'll draft for everybody and make sure somebody falls with Kansas City.
John said he took defense. Everybody took defense first, man. So
the defense. I feel like the defense was the issue last year. It was the offense.
They couldn't get any pass rush. They couldn't get a pass rush against the Eagles.
They couldn't scratch that. They couldn't scratch that man's toenail, man.
No, I'm sorry. You need more disruptors. If they lose the Manning, then they're really going to have to get 3 defensive linemen in this draft, and all 3 are going to have to.
I feel one Deion Walker can fix all those needs.
Where's he on the list?
He's like, I got him in the 2nd round, sir.
You got him in the 2nd round? What the fuck?
Yeah, got him in the 2nd round, sir.
This golden list. Okay, you're right. So all defense is.
He'll go there in the 2nd round. Stand 6'7", 345 pounds.
Man,
and next to Chris Jones.
Both on your list.
Also, they picked up the dude for the Vikings. He's standing around 6'5", 6'7" as well.
Yeah.
So
he went first round offensive tackle. The 2nd round, he said Walker. He wasn't even on the damn board.
Yeah.
Man, what the hell was he?
He's gonna change his mind. Trust me.
He is.
I know what it is, guys. Y'all know what it is. I know what it is. Dre know what it is. Nick know what it is. Everybody that's in this chat know what it is. These guys just mad. They mad because they didn't get their listed in time, and they get mad. They try to pick apart my list.
It ain't just us. It's everybody in the comment section too, man.
All right.
Hey, now look, everybody in the comment section said you went offense, sir. You went offense, man. Everybody kind of disfunneled right now. They kind of willy-nilly right now.
You see what I have next Monday. Just tune in next Monday.
Here we go. I can't wait to see this list. I can't wait to see this damn list next Monday.
Maybe I change some stuff. Maybe I don't.
Oh, you are. You did go change some shit up.
Maybe I will. Maybe I don't. But the list is fluid.
You know what we should do? We should have an all offensive draft and an all defensive draft on different weeks. I think that might be kind of fun.
If I do that, hey, I'm with that.
But other than that, all right, guys,
I'll leave that to the show producers.
I like it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Sat back and enjoyed the golden list because it was golden for me to enjoy.
That was number offense, man. That damn golden list. It didn't address nothing. That didn't list addressing a tackle, another tackle, 2 running backs.
If you really look at it, right, this is how I looked at it, right? In my mind frame, I looked at it and said, okay, the Chiefs trying to sign Hollywood Brown, but he always injured. So you don't know what you're going to get from Hollywood Brown. So I said, Rasheed Rice, you don't know if you're going to be suspended for 4 to 6 weeks or the whole season. You don't know because that's how he sounded when he was on Brandon Marshall's show, I Am Athlete.
That's right.
He didn't know what was going to hit him. So I was like, well, this kind of seemed a little so you're going to only have Xavier Worthy, but then some stuff popped up with Xavier Worthy that you don't know what's probably happening with that. But I said, well, take the guys that was here and put around Patrick Mahomes and build guys that you always will have that always come off the bench and still won't miss a beat. So with that said, sit back, enjoy the list. If you missed it, rewind it, and you will see the golden list for you. So with that said,
all those people joining us on Twitter, please subscribe. It's very simple. Lower right hand button.
Guys, to the golden offense. That's the
we go back to the golden airs.
Hey, let me take next Monday. I'm gonna do my defensive list. Since you going on offense, I'm gonna do my defensive list, man.
All right. See you guys.
All right, guys. See you guys Monday. We something Wednesday.